Yo, this chair is fucking. If you're on the YouTube video, you see this. I'm in my office, my home office, and there's this. I'm sitting in a chair. Jesus, if it just falls all the time, it's frustrating, dude. It just stay still, chair. Like I'm not putting any more pressure on it now than I was earlier, and it decides to fall for no damn reason. Anyways, y'all, my guy. Welcome to the Gift of Gab show, dude. I'm right now. I am. I'm excited. My guy. I'm telling you, I'm super excited that I renamed the podcast to the Gift of Gab show because the tough shit name, it got a bad rap, dude. It got a bad rap, and I wasn't a fan of that because it wasn't my intention, and it's okay. That's the importance of branding. So I'm hoping that the Gift of Gab show, even just saying it now, the Gift of Gab show, like it just seems fun and silly, and it just seems like it's a little bit of a thinker, I think. I don't know if everyone knows the phrase the Gift of Gab. I would probably say 80% of people know what that means, maybe 70. But it's almost like I don't know, like the Jim Gaffigan show or the Gibby Gaffigan show. I don't know, something where like it's uppity. The Gift of Gab show. Welcome to the Gift of Gab show. The Gift of Gab show. Welcome to the Gift of Gab show. Like it's just that. It gives me that old timey game show host thingy. And the Gift of Gab, to me, was just cool because it just allows, it opens it up for vagueness of, we're just gabbing, we're just talking, we're just chit-chatting, there's no specific agenda, there's no message I'm trying to put across, there's no statement I'm trying to make, I'm just talking to talk. I might, you know what, I'm going to start doing these live. I'm getting it rebranded, and I'm getting the page rebranded to my Tough Shit page, so I think I'm going to go on Facebook Live more, and probably Instagram Live more, and do these, because if it's the Gift of Gab show, I love to get comments and interactions through that. Which, you know what, I'm gonna go live now. So I'm gonna need some setup time. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm doing a I'm doing a YouTube episode. I'm live right now, but I'm recording this for YouTube and for the podcast. And dude, this episode, I'm so like, I pinned it on my live. You can like pin a comment, and I pinned podcast exclamation mark Kevin Smith is back. I put back. I should have put back. But dude, I'm so excited that Kevin Smith is back. I didn't realize, I didn't realize how much I cared. And two, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed the stuff that he does until he came back. Dude, like I was waiting. I was anticipating. I was waiting for his Infinity War trailer to come out. I mean, review. I was waiting for his review to come out, and now that it's out, well, first of all, now that he came back, so if you guys don't know who he is or what he is, Kevin Smith is a director who did things like Clerks and Mallrats, and Jay and Silent Bob is the biggest thing he's known for. And after being a director, he kind of made a name for himself by being like a comic book expert, dude. And now all he does is he's like one of the first pioneers of podcasts too. So like all he does now is just create podcasts all the time and do live podcasts. And I think he's doing stand up now. But he's like the go-to guy. He's like the go-to guy when it comes to all things comic books, and he's at Comic-Con, and he's at all these different things and events. So he had a heart attack, a severe heart attack recently. I don't know, months ago maybe. And it was like a bad heart attack, I guess. Dude, I know this because I'm listening to all his interviews. And now that like he's back, I've been binging. He's like a season. He's like a season of a show that I really enjoyed. That just returned. I've been binging like a bunch of his interviews, a bunch of his just talks. the Fat Man on Batman podcast. I've been binging it, and so I heard the whole story of the heart attack, and it turns out he had a really really massive heart attack where it was 100% blockage in some artery or whatever, and in that artery it's if you have 100% blockage in that artery, there's an 80% chance that you're gonna die. So they call it the Widowmaker. I learned all this through hearing him chat. So he had that massive heart attack and he was about to die. He was pretty much 80% chance he was going to die. But he happened to get a great cardiologist and they just so happened to catch it in time. And this was, I'm not a big smoker, but this was another thing that they said helped to his survival was he smoked a joint before and it kept it calm. It kept him calm. So my guy, this is for my cousins, like my pothead cousins. Dude, a joint saved the guy's life. So take that one and run with it. make a case for why weed is the best thing of all time now. Dude, potheads do that all the time with weed. It's anything from like I got a lower back pain and my doctor told me, dude, I got a lower back pain and my doctor told me I should try this cream. Dude, and then the pothead comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Bro, dude, try weed, dude. Like weed has no chemicals, dude, and it's like natural, bro. And dude, it's like the best. You just smoke weed, dude. It saved your dollar, dude. Everything, dude. Like my guy, like everything. Like, yo, my computer don't work, and I'm gonna take it to Geek Squad, dude, bro." Dude, the cannabis community just opened up a IT support team, dude, and they use hemp oils to clean out the software and the hardware on your machine, and they clean outlets with it, dude. And bro, just use hemp oil to clean your computer, bro. It's better. It's organic, straight from the earth. It's not a drug. That's the that's the thing they always say. It's not a drug. It comes from the ground. It's not a drug. It's God made. That's like their dude. Okay, yeah, my guy, it is. But then also like when you start mixing shit in and you make it so damn potent and powerful, that you're tampering with it. Now it's not just salt of the earth type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's how potheads are, bro. Like everything. You can solve everything with weed. And dude, they're making everything like with at least crazy edibles, bro. My guy, I'm telling you, I went to this one place and they had I love jalapeno kettle chips, and they had edibles that were jalapeno kettle chips. And they were bomb. And I ate the whole bag and then and then I went to sleep. That shit put me to sleep. Back to Kevin Smith, dude. So Kevin Smith is back, and that again, dude, that I ended up my guy, I ended up realizing how much of a Kevin Smith fan I have become, because again, I didn't care, and when I read about his heart attack, I didn't give a shit. It's just one of those like, oh, another celebrity sick. But now that he's back, and I've been listening to his interviews, like especially the one with Colbert, he just did with Colbert. He did like a 7-minute like story of the heart attack, and it was just a straight narrative. I was just sitting there like a fangirl, just admiring him, which goes back to another reason that ended up happening about the Tough Shit name for the podcast was he has a book called Tough Shit, and so for me it resonated to that. I'm like, okay, to me it makes more sense of like Tough Shit in the Kevin Smith eyes rather than the non-PC I'm here to make a statement version, but it ended up like the other thing. But anyways, so he has a book, an audiobook that I listened to, and it was amazing. So I started listening to that, and then I watched a 40-minute interview. I think it was like a 45-minute interview with the Jim and Sam show, and I saw it on iTunes, and I just couldn't, like, I was playing it while I was getting ready and just staring at Kevin Smith just talk. I don't know where the fuck I became such a fanboy for Kevin Smith. Like, how much he geeks out over Star Wars is how much I geek out over him. Which is gay. It's just so preteen to NSYNC girl of me. But again, I didn't realize I was like that about him until I started watching a lot of his stuff that he's back. But dude, now the Gift of Gab show is a little dedicated. It's almost like a little bit dedicated to him because he has such a gift of gab, and now he's kind of an inspiration. I feel like a class A bitch when I say that. A class A bitch to admit that he's an inspiration. He just talks. But dude, and I never even seen Clerks. Never seen Mallrats. I seen Jay and Silent Bob. I seen Dogma. Dogma is probably one of my favorite. I really, really like that movie. So I'm somewhat familiar with his body of work, but the body of work that's really geeking me out is his damn talking. My guy, dude, my guy. Like how is it that now in the world it's just people just like to watch other people talk, and I'm loving it. Like I'm loving every moment of Kevin Smith just talking, and now that he's back. Hey, what's up? Famous Kobe J. Dude, that's a cool name. I want that. Someone just came on live and it says Famous Kobe J. So now that he's back from his heart attack, I didn't realize how much of a fangirl I was of his. Dude, so much so that I even considered like I considered how I would look like in a hockey jersey, and I don't even like hockey. I never watch hockey ever, but I considered how much I would look. How I was like, I wonder if I can pull off a hockey jersey like my boy Kevin Smith. That's embarrassing, my guy. He on the Colbert Report, he had a really cool hockey jersey that was like his chest split open, and I think it was paying homage to Iron Man, but I think it was also paying homage to the fact that he had that massive heart attack, and it looked really cool. So if you see me in a hockey jersey ever, it's because I'm fanboying out on Kevin Smith. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. Like it just dawned on me because I was listening to his podcast right before I started doing this podcast, and it just dawned on me how glued to it I was. Whatever, man. I'm glad he's back, dude. I'm glad Kevin Smith is back. Famous Kobe J. Hey, you follow Nightwing 2 and 3? Yes, I do follow Nightwing. I actually met Nightwing. Hey, what's up? Kunst. I don't know what this username is. KUNST. How do you pronounce that? Try to spell it out for me. Anyways, my guy, yeah, I do follow Nightwing. I actually met Nightwing at Shoe Palace, which is I'm there every once in a while. I've done YouTube videos for them and stuff like that, and I met him. He's a really rich guy. I met him. He's cool. Yeah, he's super cool. He's super cool. He's really sarcastic, and he's really honest. Like he speaks very bluntly, which I find extremely amusing. If you're familiar with, I'm just having a one-on-one conversation with this guy on live now. If you know of a comedian named Patrice O'Neal and his backstory and how he didn't like to play ball with other comedians, that's what Nightwing reminds me of in the sneaker world. Like, so for people who don't know, Nightwing 2303 is a sneaker YouTuber influencer, has a blog called weartesters.com. And he's very anti like clickbait when it comes to sneakers. Like he's not going to put that YouTube video out there that says like $600,000 sneaker collection, click here to find out more. He's not going to do that. He's just going to be like, yo, Jordan 1 review. And then he's going to talk about it just honestly. And that reminded me of Patrice O'Neal and how he didn't really play the politics in the games of the comedy. He doesn't play the politics in the games of the sneaker world, but he's doing really well, man. So I'm glad that you met him. He's doing so well. And I met him right when he was making the decision to go full time. I'm not saying too much about the guy, but I met him when he was making that decision to go full time on Wear Testers, and then a few months later he got the deal with East Bay, which was cool. Like that was really cool. Me as an entrepreneur and understanding like making that decision of leaving your day job to pursue what you want to do, how much of a pressure that is. And he's like a family guy. He's a family man. Like he has kids and stuff. To make that decision, dude, that's badass. And then he got to deal with East Bay. So dude deserves it. So I'm glad you met him and you thought he was a cool guy, because he is a cool guy. Anyways, man. Um, I'm pretty much done here. My guy, dude, like, yeah, it was just, I was just fangirling over the fact that Kevin Smith is back and he's not dead and he didn't die of a heart attack. But again, I didn't realize how much I really cared about that until I started seeing his interviews and him back in the media, and he's promoting a special. Once I started seeing that, then I realized, oh man, that's good thing he didn't die, because I would have missed all this shit. But I didn't miss it at the time either. I hadn't listened to him in a while, and when he had the heart attack, it didn't dawn on me that I was gonna miss it until I started hearing him again. So, Kevin Smith, glad you're back. You're probably never gonna hear this, but glad you're back, my guy, and I'm glad you're doing well. So that's it for the Gift the Gab show. Yo, if you're enjoying it, go check out iTunes, the Charming and Jay show, and leave us a rating and review, because that helps out a lot. And if you're watching this on YouTube, give a like and a subscribe. And actually, if you want, tell me about Kevin Smith. Like, if you're a fan of him, and two, what movies you recommend of his, because I know he has a lot of great movies and I haven't really watched them. So thanks for tuning in, guys, man. That's the Gift the Gab show. Check us out on iTunes, the Charming and Jay show. All right, guys, take it easy. Let me go off live first before I say my goodbyes on YouTube. Dude, I can't. There we go. Yeah, let's share it for 24 hours. Let people watch me. Watch me. Ooh, watch me. Now I'm just going to check my Instagram while I'm recording the video, because why the fuck not? All right, guys. Thanks for listening on iTunes, and thanks for tuning in through YouTube, man. I really appreciate it. All right. Peace.